Welcome to Judging Yourself. Where's your home? Judging the way, and now judging the way.
Welcome to the Justin and Wade Show. I'm Justin, that's Wade, and this season we are doing Next Question. I'm going to ask Wade 5 questions. He has 1 minute to answer those questions. If I like what he's saying, he has a minute to he can continue, not a minute, my bad. If not, we'll just cut him off. He also has the option to tell a lie, and I have the option to figure out if he is lying or not. Wade, are you ready for your questions?
Let's do it.
Question number 1. If you went to Detroit, Michigan, would you want to visit 8 Mile?
No.
Okay.
No.
Question. Oh, sorry.
No, I don't. No, I don't really want to visit Detroit. So I don't really want to visit anywhere in particular. And
So you just want to stay home?
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah, I went to.
I'll watch 8 Mile.
You're gonna watch it. You'll Google 8 Mile real quick and look at the street and just do like
Yeah. I'll take an interactive walk now.
Very good. Yeah. We we land in Detroit for the training, but we don't train in Detroit. It's in another city. But somebody mentioned they want to go to Detroit so they could see 8 Mile. So I was like, that's a good question. I'll ask Wade. All right. And I'm not sure. This is kind of a themed night, by the way. Eminem or ICP?
I'm Insane Clown Posse. Insane Clown Posse. Just because they were. I mean, I listen to Eminem a lot too. Eminem was a big part of my musical youth. Well, youth. But yeah, I mean, I was a huge, and still am. I mean, a huge fan of Insane Clown Posse. And yeah,
Cool.
that's an easy one for me.
Cool. I figured. I like to throw you some softballs every once in a while. I notice sometimes you really don't like to think, so I prepare for that by throwing questions that you ain't got to worry about. This next one's a doozy, though. ICP said in one of their songs they did it all for God, but did they?
You know, I didn't know exactly how that was going to play out like it did, but I knew like everything they were doing. If you listen to the songs, like I used to always point that out because I mean, I really stopped listening after the 6 Jokers card anyway.
Okay.
I just, I didn't really listen to any new stuff since then, like keep up with it. But like everybody they kill, like when they like would sing the songs about killing people and stuff like that, it's like child molesters and rapists and fucking shitty people. Like
Right, yeah, no, definitely.
Stuff, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So they're really like making themselves into like horror movie villains, but they were only killing like the shittiest of people. You know what I mean?
Deserve it, yeah.
Yeah.
And I kind of felt that way also, except there's just one thing that always throws me off when they talk about having sex with dead bodies. That's the one I'm like, I don't know if God's really into that, but hey.
But some of the songs, they're like just like any musician, some of the songs they're telling stories from a different point of view, like they are some kind of monster. You know what I'm saying? Which is weird, but
yeah, I get it.
And then they also, in almost every one of them, one of the last songs on the album was something about like the carnival or whatever, or after you die. But it was always, if you think about it, it's like it's heaven. They're just talking about what their heaven is. You know what I mean? Like everybody's heaven is personalized because everybody's heaven isn't going to be the same if heaven's, you know what I mean, paradise.
Right, I get it. Very cool. Good answer, Wade. Good answer. All right. So ICP did some wrestling. I think they still might be wrestling. Who was a better tag team, ICP or Bushwhackers?
Right, the Bushwhackers, man.
I've never watched ICP wrestle, so I don't know. I thought the Bushwhackers were like jokes. So
they're right, but I mean, they're like, you know what I mean? They're backyard wrestling. I mean, they've done some crazy stuff, but I mean, the Bushwhackers are legitimate, like legends, like and wrestled for their whole lives. You know what I mean? Like they're legitimate.
I gotcha.
And I'm not saying that ICP isn't legitimate wrestlers, but like the Bushwhackers are like real legends.
Wrestlers.
You know what I mean?
And then enjoying it later on in life, kind of a.
Yeah.
I got you. All right, and one more wrestling question: who's the greatest tag team of all time?
Man, I was thinking about this recently. It's hard to do all time, but I mean, because the Road Warriors, and then in current, I mean, the Usos. I mean, record-wise, the Usos they've held the tag team belts the longest of all time. They're the current tag team champs, and
Okay. Are those the? Is that like the they're not Samoan? Is that the Pacific Islander guys?
Yeah, they're
Are they Tongan?
Yeah.
Samoan?
they're from the whole. Yeah, they're from they're part of the bloodline, and their dad isn't. Solo Sikoa's in there. Roman Reigns is in there. It's all the same family as The Rock and
Okay, gotcha.
Tika and Alpha and the Wild Samoans and
Nice.
yeah.
Cool.
Which is that whole family is like wrestling royalty. You know what I mean?
Yes, yeah, they've all been in it. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah. All their kids. You know what I mean? Everybody's. Yep.
Cool. Well, that was my 5th question. This has been Next Question, the Justin and Wade Show. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, follow, let us know how we're doing, answer questions when we ask. Thanks.
Thanks.